It has finally happened. Giannis Antetokounmpo has been traded to the Miami Heat for a large haul that includes Tyler Hero and a lot more to come to the Milwaukee Bucks. Let's get
Yeah.
it going.
Yeah, no, this trade, expected, obviously. It's not like the Luka trade where that one just came out of nowhere. Everyone knew Giannis was going to get traded. It was just a matter of when and, where. I did see that there was only three teams he would have signed an extension with: Boston, Minnesota, or Miami. So those are really only the three teams that could have got him. But I like the haul for Milwaukee. They low key
It seems like
fleeced
an appropriate
because
haul, honestly.
they took all of Miami's depth. Like Jaime
Yep.
Jaquez, Tyler Hero, Kasparis Yakashonis, Kalel Ware is a big get in that.
Okay.
So I'm assuming a Miles Turner trade is coming,
And three first round picks.
and three
Three
first
first round
round
picks
picks,
that
and
include
then what,
13
2 seconds, 3 seconds?
a pick swap and a second.
Yeah, so it
Pick
is
swap and a second.
it's a big deal.
Oh yeah, for sure. I think that's what we all expected out of this trade. I think Miami was the most like the team that was ahead of everyone else in giving a large haul. I don't think Boston was going to give a lot. I saw that it was going to be Jalen Brown and two first round picks, which
Yeah, that's
I
not
said
enough.
immediately that I'm hanging up the
I
phone
think
if you're giving me just Jalen Brown and two
what
first round
really helped
picks.
the deal is number 13 this year.
Yeah, for sure.
One of those first
Because
round picks
without
is
that
number
pick,
13 in this draft, so the Bucks now
yeah,
have 10 and 13. So
yep. So they could do a lot. They could do a lot with those two picks. They could ship one of them off to either go a little bit ahead or go backwards if they feel like they could trade both of them and possibly trade into the top 10 possibly. But who knows what'll happen there with the Bucks. For Miami, they get one of the best players in the world, Giannis Antetokounmpo, teaming up with Bam Adebayo, Mr. 83. Now starting lineups looking pretty good. Davion Mitchell, Andrew Wiggins, Giannis, Bam, and what I assume to be Norman Powell if he's re-signing with Miami, and then Bobby Portis off the bench. You still got some young depth in there. I think they didn't give up Pele Larson at all.
yeah,
I don't. He wasn't part of that deal. I know a couple other guys are still on that team that are younger, so they were able to keep a little bit of their younger depth, but also bringing in Giannis and finally getting their superstar after kind of failing to get Kevin Durant these last couple years. I know some other guys, but uh, Damian Lillard, yeah, just a whole bunch of other guys after failing year after year, trade deadline, free agency, um, not getting trades done. Pat Riley kind of being reluctant to even try and get a superstar of this magnitude or somebody just to change up the roster. I think um, I was saying this to Keon earlier. The ceiling for Miami, I know it's championship or bust, but I think there's a lot of guys that are coming back from injury, like Tyrese Halliburton. I know is coming back. Jason Tatum really didn't get a full season, so we'll see what he's like in when he's at full strength. And the Knicks are coming off a championship, and there's a lot of competitiveness in the East. I know Giannis stays in the East; he doesn't go to a West team, but this kind of changes the trajectory for the Miami Heat. So I think it's a championship or bust season for them. I can't see them being a third seed, and then like for their floor, they might be like one of those teams that's 7, 8, 9 range. They just couldn't figure out a way to be competitive, so they'll be in the plan. But who knows? Who knows with that team? I think it just comes down to depth for Miami, in my opinion.
yeah, it definitely does. Because while you were talking, I actually looked up their roster. ESPN already updated it, removing all the players they traded and adding Giannis. Their depth actually looks terrible. Simone
Yeah,
Fontecchio, Myron Gardner, Vladislav Golden, Keyshawn
no.
Johnson, Jovic, Trevor Keels,
Yeah, they didn't
Pele
give up
Larson,
Jovic.
obviously Norm Powell, Bobby Portis, Drew Smith, and Jameer Young. Like, there's really no one that can. Like, it depends on who's coming off the bench, but there's not really that guy that you can really rely on outside of your main guys. It's,
Right.
I guess, Wiggins, but Wiggins inconsistent. He'll have his games where he has, you know, 25 and 8
25.
rebounds, but like besides that, he's only going to average what, like 15 points this year.
especially with Giannis being more of a on the ball, having the ball in his hands most of the
Giannis
time, and
needs the
Bam
ball.
also being the same as well. Even Norman Powell at times needs the ball in his hands. All those guys other than Davion Mitchell, Andrew Wiggins, and Bobby Portis, they don't. Those three guys don't need the ball in their hands. The other three, Norm, Giannis, and Bam, all need the ball in their hands. So, and that spacing is going to be terrible, honestly. With I know having Giannis and Bam defensively is amazing, but the spacing might not be ideal for what they want to do offensively. But who knows what Eric Spoelstra could draw up for Giannis, and we'll see when the season comes and things of that nature. And another thing you also have to be concerned about is the injury history for Giannis. You know, he hasn't been the healthiest in his 30s with Milwaukee. Not that much when he was younger, but now that injuries are starting to catch up to him, those are starting to be a concern for him. So yeah, that's probably a concern for why I think this trade is interesting because of that reason as well.
Yeah, no, yeah, it's just the depth that's really throwing it off. You know, the Heat don't have the first round pick. You know, where they could add in like a Cam Carr at 13 anymore. But obviously, they had to give that up. We'll see what they do. I'm pretty sure they're gonna have their mid-level exception, so they're gonna be able to go get someone serviceable. It's gonna have to be someone that can, score. They're gonna need because obviously Pele Larson, but I don't know how much you can rely on him to be a full-on six-man of the year type of guy like Jaime Jaquez has been over the past couple years. Um, yeah, it's just I was waiting for this trade to happen because I'm trying to make my final mock draft so we can get ready for this
I
draft
was
stream
I
and
was
then
I was done. I was
yeah
done,
I
and
was
then
literally done. I was done
I
and
was
I
done.
was even telling Ant last night. I was like Ant, only do half of it because I was like this Giannis trade is coming. I was like he's either getting traded like today, the day we're recording this, or he's gonna get traded right when pick 13 is on the clock. And I'm glad they did it now. But I just
So
I still hate how the
oh,
NBA does it. How the guy's gonna be wearing a Heat hat for pick 13 when it's so
I
dumb.
think they'll switch it
No,
since
they're
it's like
not.
the day before this. They'll probably
Nope.
switch it.
Because the Derek Queen
Oh yeah, the
trade.
trade
Remember he
is
was
not
still
finalized
yeah.
until July. It's not
So
finalized
they're
until July.
they're still gonna be wearing. Like, it's crazy that they don't change the hat.
Imagine.
Like
Well,
I know
the prospects have
it's
to know.
just it's
The
funny.
prospects
Like
are gonna
obviously
have
the
to know.
prospects know. Like because they talk to the GM and head coach. It's just it's
Right.
just weird. But I get it because the trade's not finalized. They're officially not on that team yet.
Because a third team, fourth, a lot
Yeah,
of things could
no,
happen.
the
A lot of guys could get shipped off.
Shams mentioned it how like the Miles Turner part of this trade could be getting added right now. Like right now it's just a two-team deal. Like the Giannis one is two-team deal, but there can still be other factors.
I just want to check real quick.
No,
You
I
want to
have
check
my
real
Twitter
quick?
open right now.
Okay, okay,
I've
okay.
had it open every time I look to my left. It's because I get a Twitter notification, but it's just like my Hornets fans talking about all of that. Um,
Yeah, that trade
yeah,
is like DJ said, it was bound to happen. I thought Boston was in the lead for that, just because star for star. I thought Milwaukee would bite for that, but like I said, if Boston only offered me 2 first-round picks, I'm putting that phone down and I'm hanging up
even
because you got to
Jalen,
give me more than that.
even Jalen Brown. Like I don't think the Bucks are trying to win this upcoming year, which is why they made that Heat deal. Khalil Ware is a piece for the future. All those first round picks are pieces for the future. Those are really like the even Kasparov has shown us if he can develop, that is a nice piece for the future. So like
Yep.
I
But
re- I like the trade more for the
thinking of
Bucks.
it, I think Milwaukee could still sneak into the
They
play-in. I
they're
don't think they're
definitely
going to be
gonna
all
with
outright.
Tyler here. Well, it really depends. If Miles Turner's gone, I don't see anything because it's really just Tyler Hero. That's
Yeah.
literally what it's gonna be. But Tyler Hero and Miles Turner, they can sneak as a 10 or 9 seed. So
Maybe,
yeah.
maybe
So
I don't know.
we'll
It's
see.
it's
Plus,
weird. It's weird.
Tyler Hero's he's home now. He's from Milwaukee, so
Yeah.
he's happy. He
Yeah.
Like I already seen Brett Siegel post that Tyler Hero said he's happy, he's excited to be home, and he always envisioned playing for the Bucks in his career.
I think my favorite part of this deal is the Khalil Ware pickup. Just because he's still super young,
He's
he's
so
very
young.
versatile.
He can hit the
He's really
three.
good as
He's
well.
a Miles
That's
Turner
why
that
I'm
could.
kind of thinking like that's why I'm thinking they could still be a competitive team in the play-in
They're definitely going
because
to.
they're gonna end up being a scrappy young team.
To me now, it just depends on who they take. Like a Nato Man, obviously he's coming in more raw. So we'll see what happens there.
That'll be the funniest thing ever. Nate Amen and Khalil Ware. No. Did I compare him to
No,
Khalil
Chris
Ware?
Nack.
No,
Chris
it
Nack.
was Chris Nack. Oh
Please
man.
take. I hope they
But
take Chris Nack at 13 now.
if they took Chris Nack, that'd be the funniest thing as
But
well.
yeah,
But
this really changes up all of the mock drafts. But like we said, we're just glad this Giannis trade finally happened. It was bound to. I keep getting notifications and I look over every time. I'm expecting, to be honest, to wake up tomorrow with Miles Turner being added to that trade. I don't know who else could be shipped out. I know the big two were Giannis and Bobby Portis are most likely leaving together.
I think the only other guy is Miles
I think
Turner.
it's really just
I don't think
Kyle Kuzma's contract could be shipped off.
Oh yeah, they did mention he was going to be a piece, a part of a trade.
Yeah.
But
So like I think they're still moving pieces to this deal.
yeah,
I think the Bucks might try and get like one of those late firsts for Miles Turner. Like if we look at the late firsts, I would say
like
Brooklyn, just because they want to be competitive,
Brooklyn
could try and just swoop in and take that flyer for pick 28, which they just got, which we'll talk about that trade in a little bit. The Mavericks, if Daniel Gafford, it could be like a Daniel Gafford swap just because they're trying to get off Daniel Gafford. It's interesting. They're an interesting team. I like Tyler Hero for them a lot, though. I really like you said, the Khalil Ware pickup, even the Yakashonis one. If he can develop into a nice future serviceable point guard, whether it's a starter or off the bench, that's a nice piece for the Bucks' future.
They need to look for a good head coach, though.
They did. Well, they got theirs. They got Taylor Jenkins.
I was about to say, yeah, he's good.
He's good.
He's good. He didn't. The end of his Grizzly tenure was a bit.
He was kind of scapegoated
rocky
as well.
Yeah, he kind of was, but he's still a good coach. He led that team to the playoffs multiple times. So
yeah,
and to think about it, that Memphis team was an up and coming rising team that was young and scrappy. Yep. Maybe he could do that in Milwaukee.
I'm surprised Thanasis wasn't part of the deal.
Oh, I didn't think about that.
He's just gonna sign in Miami.
Milwaukee's gonna get rid of him. Milwaukee's gonna.
What the? Why did? All right, we're back after some minor technical difficulties, but yeah, no. Overall, I like this trade more for the Bucks.
Yeah, what would you grade for both teams?
The Bucks, to me, it's definitely an A, just because of what Khalil Ware can be. Like, he's so young. Like, he can develop into one of the better centers in this league. Plus, he's shown that he can hit the occasional corner three. He is what they wanted Miles Turner to be. Come in, block some shots, protect the paint, hit some threes, which Khalil Ware showed he can do. Yeah, so even getting Tyler Hero, you get a nice microwave scorer who can also, handle, pass, play make a little bit. So they got they got a nice scrappy roster. The Heat, it's an A minus. So both in the A's. Getting Giannis is always going to be an A, no matter what you had to give up. Yeah, it's really just the depth. And what do you think about this trade before Bobby grades it? What are your thoughts on Giannis pairing up with Mr. 83?
I don't know too much about Giannis as a player, but the way y'all are talking about it makes it sound like it's a really good
former
good
MVP.
So, yeah.
MVP, Finals MVP,
Finals MVP, NBA champion, Defense Player of the Year. So
that's Giannis.
That's Giannis. He's very good.
Do y'all think Giannis could have? Do you think there could have been a better team to get Giannis instead of
No,
the Heat?
with the teams that he said he wanted to go to, no. If it was just every team, if he said every team's available, yes, they could have got a lot more. Like an up and coming like team, like even the Hornets, they could have got like a Brandon Miller back, a Con Kneppel back, like even LaMelo Ball, they could have got one of them back. Like because of the teams that he said he wanted to go to, it was no. But this is the best possible offer. Like I can't even think of what Minnesota could offer. Julius Randle's the main part of that deal. No. Right away.
Julius Randle,
DiVincenzo, and then what? Yohan Barringer? Yeah, no.
And then like, a lot of picks.
Just cut it. Just cut that trade. And then I guess Boston.
I'm just gonna mention this now. Like the Clippers wouldn't gave up anything. We had nothing to offer, so that was off the
like, it would have either been one of these teams like what the Heat just did, or a young team that has a piece that they're willing to move off of.
A lot of assets too. So.
Yeah. Like, the Hornets have, like, 7 first-round picks. So, like, if we wanted to give up 5 of them for Giannis, do it.
So
I wouldn't have been mad.
Just have to match up contracts.
I wouldn't have been mad. But yeah, after knowing that Giannis is the MVP, Finals MVP, Defensive Player of the Year, one of the best players in the world, now how do you feel about the trade?
Really good trade with the Heat.
Yeah. It really.
And now he's pairing with Bam. Jeez.
For Milwaukee?
See, like,
they're losing a big piece there.
If you knew more about these like younger players, you would like the trade for Milwaukee a lot. Like Kaloware is, not the best center right now, but he's young. He's
up and coming.
Let's see, how young is he? We're just looking at their roster. He's 22.
Possibly 21.
They got a 22-year-old center who averaged like 11 points, 9
16.
rebounds, an assist, a block. Like he's up and coming.
Yeah, he's gonna be one of the better centers.
So, and you've heard of Tyler Hero, because you always make the jokes about him being a hero or a villain.
Where have I heard this?
He makes them jokes all the time. Oh, my mic busted, y'all.
Yo,
I'm glad. Wow.
Mic exposure.
Wow. I mean, we could still hear you well.
No, I'm not even using this one. I'm using the one over here. But I just looked at it. I was like, "What's that black thing on my mic?" And it turns out,
oh wow,
that's what you get. Now Deja just exploded a water bottle. Get out of here! Trying to close my laptop.
I would have been rude. You would have been messing with the app.
But yeah,
It would have been.
Bobby, what are your grades?
I'd give Milwaukee an A, just off the fact that they were able to get that large haul. But I also really like that they were able to get a good amount of picks. Yeah, I know, like, it's 3
Milwaukee
first-rounders, a pick
picks.
swap.
And
they don't. And they need them desperately. That's why they kind of needed to trade someone to get something, especially Giannis, though. But could they have gotten another pick? I don't know. Who knows? But I'd give Milwaukee an A just off the large haul they were able to get, and then of course Miami. I'll give them an A, albeit they have no more depth. They really don't have a bench unit like that no more. But it's Giannis Antetokounmpo. He's legit top 5? Top 5 best players in the world? I think he's top 5. Giannis top 5.
Currently?
Yeah, currently. I think the top 5 goes Jokic, Shea, Luka. Yeah, Giannis is top 5. Giannis is top.
Who's 4 though? Who's 4?
I'm not ranking them like.
Oh.
I'm not ranking them in order. I'm just saying like top 5 and then 5. No, I'm forgetting somebody. Like LeBron's kind of washed now.
Yeah, LeBron.
But
LeBron old.
Yeah, Giannis is at least he's top 5 best in the world, right?
Yes.
Right, DJ?
1000%.
I'd say so. Yeah. So
Internationally, yes.
No, just
in the league.
general.
Oh,
in the league, like
in the league.
And I know everyone tries to use his health, but
when he's
but
healthy,
you can use health for every player in the league. Like Luka. Oh, when he's healthy, yeah, You can use that for every player.
Same thing for Kawhi as well.
Mm-hmm.
You know, that's what I was about to say because
When Kawhi's
y'all
like
were
top,
bringing up injuries
yeah,
and like
Yeah.
that's why I was thinking it was a pretty bad trade for the Heat because you said
No,
Giannis with
when-
the trade, Giannis with
when
injury.
Giannis is good and healthy, he's top 5. When he's hurt, he could still play to that level, but it's not like, it's not there because he's hurt and he's not playing. So, yeah, I still give the Heat an A, albeit they have no more bench unit, but they got Giannis, so that's something.
Yeah.
But let's get into the first trade that actually happened today that we all thought was going to be Giannis, but instead it ended up being Julius Randle to the Brooklyn Nets. Nick Claxton goes to the Chicago Bulls, and basically the Timberwolves get nothing out of this
The
except
Timberwolves
getting rid of
paid.
Cat.
Yeah, they
paid
They
Io
literally
Distance.
paid Brooklyn the 28th pick to just take Julius Randle. They literally said, "Here,
Yeah.
just take him." And
Yes, basically.
I hate trying to always bring
It
up the
was literally
Hornets,
a
but
package.
it's so funny because there was the same Hornets fan had us trading T.J. Salon, Liam McNeely, Miles Bridges, and Josh Green and a first round pick and number 18, all for Julius Randle.
For Nick Claxton?
No, for
Oh,
Julius
for Julius
Randle.
Randle? That's bad. That's a bad deal.
Yeah.
That's
And he went for
That's a bad
nothing.
deal.
He
Scandal.
went for
He
nothing.
went for nothing. Albeit Brooklyn does have the cap.
But
Brooklyn had
when
the
you
cap.
have to pay a team to take a guy, it kind of doesn't
That's
look
ridiculous.
good.
No.
It does not look good when you have
But-
to.
They paid Io. They paid
Yeah.
Io DeSumo.
Yeah, they were able to pay Iowa
Which
with
they
that
needed
deal.
to.
It was
They needed
a
to pay
bigger
him.
deal than I expected, though.
It was a
Which
length.
we'll just,
it wasn't
we'll
lengthy.
just mention that. It
lot of
was
money.
5 years. 5 year 112. Like,
And how old is he? He's like 25?
he's only like 25, 26, so
He's going to get traded in the middle of that deal, by the way.
do you think so? That's around 24 for 24 and a half for
He's
Io.
26. By the time that contract ends, he'll be 31. He'll get traded at 29.
Back to Chicago?
Whoever wants to take that contract, because if you think about it, 5 years, what was it?
112.
112, that's about like
It's 24 and a half.
27? I was close.
Yeah.
But yeah.
I like the Wolves getting him back. I don't think he can be your point guard next year because Io's not a point guard, but he's definitely.
Like a fourth thing.
They're gonna run him out there as
Yep.
the point. Obviously, the way they paid him, you're not paying him almost 25 a year to be your sixth man. Their lineup is most likely going to be Io, and McDaniels, Nas Reed, and Gobert.
And Rudy.
That's literally going to be their lineup next year.
Yeah.
Yeah. Even though the Hornets are going to pay Kobe White,
Yeah.
the Hornets are going to pay Kobe White 26 to be our sixth man. So
Bro,
maybe
paying a man $26 million to be on the
maybe he
bench
gives
is
us a
ridiculous.
hometown discount, but
He'll take that 14 mil. He'll take that 14 mil. But
yeah, no,
that
trade came out of nowhere.
As you want to call him, JuJu Randle.
That's what they call
Nobody
him.
calls him that.
Better than
Y'all
Judy
comment
Randle.
below if we
The
call
Randall scandal.
Julius Randle JuJu. The
Randle
Nets,
scandal, bro.
we keep saying it, but the Nets are low-key did pretty good there. You get Julius Randle, who can average, 20 and 8,
That's the win now.
28
honestly.
and 5, and you get pick 28, where you can either get someone that can help you win now, like one of those seniors, like an Alex Caravan, or you can go get someone to develop for the future that can also help now in a way. So, like the Nets, I like what the Nets got in that deal. Obviously, getting Nick Claxton as well for the Bulls is very good. They got him for free.
Needed us.
Literally, they got him.
Yeah.
All they sent out was Mohamedou Gay.
Yep.
So
Mama do what?
Yep.
Mohamedou Gay.
Do gay. Yeah, and this is where you wouldn't know who that
You
is.
would, yeah. I don't expect you to know Mohamedou Gay. I know him because he was on the Hornets summer league roster.
Wow. What a wow.
Yeah.
That is actually crazy.
Mm-hmm.
Is he even starting?
Clippers, do something. I'm just kidding. Don't do anything. Stay at 5.
I'm not.
Trade for Jalen Brown.
Yeah, they just said here. But yeah, the Mavericks got their coach, Dusty May.
You showed me that,
From
or I saw it
Michigan.
earlier this morning.
Yeah, no, I texted Bobby. I said, so Dallas taking one of the Michigan guys? Bobby said, possibly. And then he was like, why? And then he said, oh.
Yeah, because I had just woken up too.
Yeah, no,
So,
I think me too. I just woke up and I looked and I was like, oh. But good. They got their coach the day before the draft, which means they're probably getting one of the Michigan guys.
Yeah, no,
they're
DJ
gonna
told
take
them
that.
McDonald's.
If the Damar falls to 9, take him.
If he falls to 9 now, I might actually have him go to Brooklyn in my mock draft.
Brooklyn Nets.
I might make two
I could
versions,
still-
one
I
where
could
I have a
still
day
see-
going 6 and one where I just do the guards 5, 6, 7. I think I might make a second version just because.
I knew he was gonna do it. That's
I
why
knew
looked
he was
at him.
going to. I
looked
was
at him.
waiting.
So,
But
I was
yeah,
like-
just heard it. Oh,
interesting day in the NBA world, and there's about to be
Don't be surprised if something happens in the next.
right when we
Just the
press
next
stop
day.
recording. You mean?
Yeah, you know how it goes,
Bro,
man.
I'm gonna be so pissed off if I'm processing this video to YouTube, and then another trade comes in.
You know
Jaylen
how
Brown
it
to the
happens.
Clippers.
Jaylen Brown to the Clippers for 5. I gotta be mad now. I gotta walk
JB
out.
for 5.
Bro's gonna have to walk. No, I want that to happen live. I'd rather him walk out live than on the episode.
Now he needs to
Yeah.
walk out twice.
I'm not walking out.
Yeah,
twice.
when pick 5
Yeah,
happens,
I'll walk out when 5 comes up and it's the Celtics, and I'll be like, "Fuck this pick. I don't like this pick."
But yeah,
Oh man,
crazy.
A lot is gonna happen tomorrow. I see a little bit more happening.
I see
tomorrow. A
another
little
trade
bit more.
happening. I can see it.
Me too. Me too.
Wait, but do you think Giannis going to the Heat would have the Heat do better or not?
Yes, 1000%. It's really just the depth, the bench. That's what it's all relied on. They need to get at least another, scorer and then just some role players on that bench because, like I said, Vladislav Golden
Take us.
is your backup center.
And there's a let's go look at some NBA free agents right now.
There's some nice free agent centers. I don't know which ones they can afford because
They can
now
pay
they
us.
got all these, and then they have to pay Norm if they want to. See, that's going to be the big thing. If they don't pay Norman Powell, they can spend on their bench.
Yeah.
So that's where it all depends. I think there's a world where they don't pay him just so they can, just so they don't have to.
They can pay
Worry
Mark
about-
Williams if they want.
Yeah, because Mark's not returning to the Suns. Why is they just singing the
They could pay
iCarly intro?
Oh, talking to
Now
Mark.
she's singing Victorious.
Mark drove me around today. So, yeah. Went to Dollar
He's your
General.
personal
He
Was
chauffeur.
it nice?
It was nice. He actually took notes of the drive real smoothly, so surprisingly.
Good for him.
But yeah, let's end this video. We don't want it to be too long. Giannis is traded. That was the big thing in this video. We'll see what happens. Obviously, as a Hornets fan, it kind of
5
scares
minutes
me a
from
little
now,
bit.
Once we end this, 20 minutes from now, something's gonna happen.
Yeah.
Just know that.
So be ready for another video coming out right after
Yeah,
this
Next
one.
hour.
So
Bro.
Yeah.
we'll catch y'all later on the draft
Norman
stream.
Powell. Oh, sorry.
Why'd you Norman Powell? Norman Powell.
Good one.
And-
But